we have discussed about. But before starting of this particular,
Hi, Ankit sir. Good morning.
but
Snapshot in energy. We saw a. Okay.
the only option is that with image, yes, we have an option. You can copy your image. We have seen it that we have a 10 replica option maximum. We have with image it is possible.
Okay. And one more question. Suppose if we take a snapshot of our data disk and we can directly attach this snapshot to our virtual machine.
No, we can't attach
We can
snapshot to
convert this
virtual
virtual
machine.
machine. So how can
We need to convert that snapshot to disk and then we are able to attach. We have seen in previous section how we can how we can copy our snapshot to disk. Same process you can follow. Okay. Clear, Amit?
yes? Yes. Sir.
Any more questions, Amit?
No. Sir.
Anyone have any more questions? Yes, Akash.
Good morning, Ankit.
Good morning, Akash.
So, I am facing an issue. When I click on sign in with Azure and file storage, then I'm getting an error. I've already shared on mail. Can you please check?
Just check it out. Let me open my email. When you click on sign in, at that time you are getting, or while trying to log in, that time you are getting an error message.
No. When I'm click on sign in with Azure.
You might. Is there is an option in below copy and report issue? Report that particular issue.
Yes.
There might be some issue with the storage explorer. So report that issue with that.
Okay. And but when I click
or to do one thing, try to reinstall again first. Then report that issue.
Okay. Sure, Ankit.
Okay.
And but when I click on another symbol which is above on settings in file storage, and then I can I got the multiple option that subscription storage account, so I can add a SAS and account name and key as well from here.
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
If I can go from settings above option, then I am getting the multiple option that like subscription storage account.
When you click on sign in with Azure, here you are getting multiple options. To log into your account by using your email ID and password, you need to use subscription option. So click on subscription, then select the first option, Azure, next, and then you need to log in with your email ID and password. Okay.
So, but now I'm not getting these options from. So if I click on send with Azure.
That's what I said. Try to reinstall it. Okay. And if still facing the issue, in the below you have an option called report the issue, report that issue to Azure.
So till that time I can't practice.
I just try it again.
Okay.
Yes, Charan.
Yeah. Ankit, the Friday you told to me the Monday, I mean that Explorer, could you please explain me that Explorer, Storage Explorer, download or create what we should do?
Or create some, I didn't understand your question.
Explorer, Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer.
So we have learned in yesterday's session. In yesterday's session, we have learned a few things about Storage Explorer. We have linked our account by using key. We have linked our account by using SAS.
Okay, before that you log in that, I mean that
by
Explorer,
using email ID. On that day, we have on last session, we have last session, we have login by using email ID. In
Oh, yeah,
yesterday's
Friday.
session,
Yeah, Friday you told I will explain after days. Yesterday you direct login, so that's why I bit
no, but
confused.
yesterday automatically it get login. I
Uh,
didn't do anything yesterday. Automatically get login because on Friday session we have login it. So on Monday session it automatically get login. Even today also it is automatically get login.
how will we do it login again? Sorry, how will, because we don't have that option, right?
Sign in with Azure we have option.
I mean, you are inside. You are inside. Could you please come back?
Okay, I'm at home page. Yes.
Yeah. How will you go to this homepage? That is not my question.
Here is it. You need to click here.
Okay, in profile.
You need to click here. And here you are getting an option to sign in with Azure. When you click on sign in with Azure, here you got an option of subscription. Click on subscription. The first option is Azure. Click on next. Now system is rerouting you to the browser. Enter email ID and password. With the help of that, you can log in.
Oh, okay. So first in our search box, first we have to search in Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer.
You need to download and install this first.
Okay, download, then install, then we have to run it.
Yes, without installation, you can't work on this Storage Explorer. It's mandated to install.
Okay.
Okay. Then after that, you can.
Yeah, I stuck. Yes, I stuck there only.
I have shown it the same thing in previous session. Even if you might be remember on Friday session, I got error message. It is not taking my subscription.
I mean,
then I click on settings and then I enable my subscription.
Yeah, you do it inside the Explorer. I am asking how to.
After login it, I am getting that error message. If you might be remember, if you check the videos again, after login it, I got the error message.
Yes.
Okay, so login it, you are able to do that. Okay.
Could you please do it slowly? Yeah. Yesterday, a bit confusing the class. I mean, not the confusing. I feel confusing.
You can. That's why, Charan, I am saying you can ask questions if you have any question. I am not stopping anyone why you are asking question. So if you have any question, you can let me know, Charan.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone have any more questions? No questions. So we'll start with our today's topic where we are going to discuss about excess tier. Now, what is excess tier? With the help of excess tier, we can save some cost. Because whenever we store any object, whatever the files we are storing, definitely for that particular storage, Azure is charging us. And to save that particular cost, we can change the excess tier of our objects. By default, whenever we are uploading our object, it is uploading in hot tier. And in hot tier, they are going to charge us a lot as compared to other excess tier. We have some more also cool, cold, archive. Cold is a new one, which is right now you will not see in our Azure account, but as per their documentation, in upcoming days, cold tier is going to add in our Azure account also. But right now, Azure cold option is not yet added. Few days before I checked was not added. But as per their documentation, cold tier we will see in our upcoming days. Current we have hot, cool, and archive. An archive option you will only see at blob level. At storage account level, you will not see this archive tier option. At storage account level, we will see only two options, hot and no. The hot tier has the highest storage cost, but the lowest excess cost. Now, what is this excess cost? Whenever we are storing any files, Azure is going to charge on two things. One is for storage, other one is for accessing. Accessing means whenever we try to use that particular object, we have seen in previous session, we are trying to access this particular object by using these URLs. So whenever we try to use this particular object, Azure is going to charge us for that. So in hot tier, if you are going to use the highest storage cost we need to pay, but whenever we try to use that particular object, that's the lowest cost we need to pay. Second one is tool. The hot tier has lower storage cost, but higher excess cost as compared to hot tier. And as per Azure, it is recommended if you want to save some cost. For example, our object right now is in hot tier, but now I move to for cool. So as per their documentation, if you want to save some cost, then store your object for at least 30 days. Minimum for 30 days, and it is recommended, not mandatory. At least store for 30 days, then you will save some cost. Now, third one is cool tier. Cool tier has the lower storage cost and higher storage cost as compared to cool tier. And in this one, it is recommended to store your object for at least minimum 90 days. And again, repeating the days which I'm informing you, these are not mandatory days, these are recommended from Azure side. Archive. It is completely an offline mode. So if you are going to store your object in archive tier option, it is completely an offline mode. You can't use your object by using the URL which we are giving there. It is not possible. And in this one, it is recommending to store your object for at least 180 days, and it work only at blob level. Archive tier is only working at blob levels, means at object level, you can put that single object in archive mode. So if you want to go back from archive mode to any other tier, manually we can change that. Now, see here, recommended. This one. Source group is ready. Storage account. Here I'm getting excess tier. By default, it is going with the hot option. I'm also going with the hot one. Taking some time. We'll go to resource. Now I'm going to my similar before that, go to overview. Here I'm the one which we have selected. I go to container, click on container, training, blob access, create. Here we can see the access. Upload. Here we are able to see the access tier hot, and in bracket we are able to see infrared. Why I'm able to see this in the bracket infrared? With the help of this, we can easily identify the access tier which I'm trying to use right now. It is as per my storage account. Now I'm going to upload one more file. For that one, you will not see infrared. Go to advanced option. Here we have access tier. If you see here, we are able to see 2 times hot. One is with infrared, one is without infrared. The infrared means that it is linked with our storage account. But if I'm going to change that storage account, it will change here also. Here also I'm getting hot, cool, cold. Cold we are able to see now. Few days before I'm not able to see, but cold only we are able to see at object level, right? So it means cold is also working right now at object level. Archive only work at object level. You will not work at your storage account level. So I'm going to select cool here. Done. See here, we are not able to see the infrared because directly we have selected while uploading the object. Even if I select the hot one, it is showing us as hot. Now next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this access tier at storage account level. Can I change it? Yes, I can change that. We can see it while creating our storage account also. We have an option I can do there also. Even after creation also, we can do that. So scroll down. Here I'm getting an option called configuration. I'm changing it to cool. Save. Successfully done. See. Earlier for the coffee image, we are able to see hot, and in the bracket, we are able to see infrared, but now we are able to see cool here because we have changed it at storage account level and it is changed here also. So wherever you see infrared, if you are changing at your storage account level, it will change here. If you are not able to see infrared, it will not affect that particular object. Now I'll upload one more object. Selected this notepad file. And here I'm just going to select hot option. Yeah. Now if I again change it at storage account level. Is this for change for this also? No, because this is the one we have selected manually. If I go with the default option, then definitely it will change. Now I want to change this from hot to cool. Can I change this access tier of this particular object? Azure batch 149.txt file. Yes, I can do that. Click on the object. Here we have an option to change tier. By default, it was hot. Now I'm going with cool. Save. So we are able to change the access tier of our object. Now I'll change for this particular one, nature image. But before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL. Paste it. If you see here, I'm able to access my object. I'm sharing this particular link in the chat box. I'm requesting you to please quickly open and let me know, are you able to use this particular image? Yes. You all are able to access this particular one. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to change the access tier of this particular object and I'm putting as archive mode. So change tier from cool to archive. Save. Done. Let's check here. Refresh. It is showing us as our object is in archive. Let me close browser, reopen again. Now, if you see here my screen, I'm not able to access this object. What is the message we are getting here? Log archive. So if you close your browser and reopen again and enter the URL, you all will get the same error message, block archive. Why we are getting the error message? Because we have put our object in the archive. But I want to use this particular object again. I want to see this particular object again. What I need to do? I need to change from archive to other access tier. And whenever we are changing our access tier from archive to any other, we need to use some option. We need to use priorities. We are getting two types of priority there. One is called standard, other one is called high priority. If you go with the standard priority, system will take up to 15 hours to retrieve your object. If you go with high priority, if your object is under 10 GB, then within 1 hour, system will retrieve your object. So these are the two priorities we will get whenever we are trying to change our object from archive to any other access tier. So select this particular one object. Here we can see the priority which we are going to select. So again, I'm going with change tier from archive to cool and see here. Here I'm getting standard or high. If I select standard, it will take 15 hours up to maximum 15 hours. If I go with high priority, and if your object is under 10 GB, then within 1 hour, it will retrieve your object. So I'll go with standard, click on save, and see. Status, pending to cool, priority, standard. So here we can see the status also. What is its status? Here. So this is how we can save some cost of our object. But right now what I'm doing I'm doing manually everything. Do we have any option where system will automatically do these things for us? We can set a rule here that after number of days, our access tier automatically change from hot to cool, cool to archive. Do we have any option? Yes, we have an option called lifecycle management. Let's take example about any OTT platform. I'll take here. Whenever they are uploading any movie or a series, for first few days, that particular movie or a series having very good views. But after a few days, definitely the craze of that movie or series getting low down. So why they need to pay for more storage when the particular object or the particular movie or a series is not much watched by the people? A lot of people are not watching that particular movie or a series after a few days. So that is why whenever your objects are not much getting used, so we can change the access tier of those particular objects. So here we can set some rules. After that number of days, automatically system will change the access tier. But there are some rules we need to follow to change the access tier by using lifecycle management. But to discuss about that, before any question anyone have, please let me know regarding this access tier which we have discussed. Yes, sir. Charan, for asking a question, you need to unmute. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. Sorry. You told to me hard to cold and archive these options. So whom suggests to us to use this option? I mean, we will.
Client.
Okay.
Client will inform us that this one we need to set the rules. But right now, Charan, what we have done it manually. But let's example, in real time, we have thousands of millions of objects you have. Is it possible you can do for a single object manually?
No, not possible.
So that is why the next topic which we are going to discuss about lifecycle management, with the help of that system will automatically.
Okay, based on storage, it will convert to one hard to call and hard to call to archive. It should be like that, or
with this way it will go from left to right.
Okay, 1 minute.
It is not possible we can go to right to left with the help of lifecycle management. Manually you can do anything. But if you want to go with lifecycle management, from left to right it will go. It means from hot to cool, cool to archive it will go. Okay? Or you can go to hot to archive also directly. But from archive to hot, if you want to go, that's not possible. With lifecycle management. Manually it is possible. Okay?
Okay.
And even in this, we have an option if you want to delete that particular object after a number of days, we have that option also. But it's not mandatory. But we have an option if you want, it is possible. So how we can use lifecycle management rules? Go to your storage account. There you will see one something called option called lifecycle management. Here I'm okay. So here I'm going to add a rule. Give our rule name. You want to apply to all objects or you want to filter some objects? Filter means like you just want to move only text file or only that particular file you want to. I'm not going with this filter option. I'm going with all the. Scroll down, click on next. Now here we need to give that particular condition. This is if then else condition. If our object is last modified with more than number of days, or we have an option of created date also. I'll go with last modified, and here I'm mentioning 90 days. If our last modified object is greater than 90 days, more than 90 days, then which action system is going to perform that particular action we need to mention. I go with cool option. Adding another condition. Last modify more than 180 days, then move to cold option. Let's example now directly I'll go with archive option. Adding one more condition. Here I'm giving. So here I'm able to use cold also. Here I'm getting. After this number of days, system will delete our objects. Add. So whatever the days we have mentioned there, after that number of days, system will automatically move our object from one tier to another tier. We don't need to do it manually here. System will automatically do for us. So this is what we have all about lifecycle management. And even in this one, we have an option. If you want to disable these rules, you can disable it. After that, again, if you want to enable, you can enable. If you want to do it manually, we have manual option also. If you want to go with the automation option with lifecycle management, we can go with that particular option. Now, any question anyone have? Please tell me. Yes, Suresh.
Does this access tier determines the speed of retrieval of a object?
No. But that is a manual process we need to follow.
No. The speed of retrieval, like suppose if it's in the hot, when you try to access it is faster. Like if it's a cold, is when you try to retrieve that is slower.
The retrieval option is only for archive. We have it for hot, cool, cold. We don't need to retrieve our object. We can access that object in milliseconds.
Okay.
But the priority option which we have is only for archive. That's a retrieval. That priority is actually a retrieval option. But in hot, cool, and archive, it's milliseconds. But for other archive one, we have hours. It takes hours.
Okay.
To use that object.
Okay.
Yes, Kumar.
Yeah, regarding that life cycle, hot, cool, archived is there, right?
Hmm.
If we created a one object, it's more than 90 days, it's going to cool. If again we want to modify something in that object, again it will come back to hot
Hot.
type.
Yes, correct.
Automatically it will come back, right?
Yes, automatically, because when we are uploading the object,
Yeah.
by default, it is always going with the hot option.
Okay.
Okay. And from that day, again, it is going to start in number day 1.
Okay. Second one is if after 2, 3, 3, 5 days, it's going object is going to delete, right? See, if
If you mention it, it's not mandatory to mention that particular rule.
Okay.
If you mention it, then it will delete. It's not mandatory.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. They don't think that it's mandatory. It's optional if it's up to you.
Okay.
It
Whenever-
depends on client to client requirement.
Yeah. Whenever it's going to modify after modification, again that time that
It
day
starts
onward,
from
it
day
then
1.
starts from day 1. Correct. Okay.
Yes, correct. Even we have another option also, Kumar. Might be you notice it, creation option also. So from the day which we have uploaded the object, it will count that particular day. It will not go with the last modified date.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Amit.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, Amit.
Hello. Yeah. So, say if I am having 3 TB of data and I know that this 1 TB of data can be stored in archive and 1 TB in cool tier and 1 TB in hot. So, so can I make it directly while getting the blog?
These lifecycle
Or
management
else
rules while creating
it will yeah.
While creating is not what.
Okay, while creating it will all this TTB will first go to hot tier and then move to cool and like that.
Wherever you want to,
Archive.
even directly from hot to archive, you want to move, you can directly move out to archive also. We have an option, you can directly move hot to archive.
Directly
also.
move from hot to archive. Okay.
Yes.
So first hot tier will be there.
Yes.
Okay,
If you
so
directly
I-
want to move after like one day, you want to move that particular object directly to archive, you can move that also.
Okay, to save cost, we can move after 1 day.
Yes. Directly you can't move in the archive option. Yes, directly you can move to cool. That's possible because for that one you need to change it at your storage account level. But indirectly in archive you can't.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Srinivas.
Yeah, Ankit, good morning.
Good morning.
Regarding this modification, does lifecycle management support the versioning?
No, there is no option of versioning. It is that by default the latest version that we are getting it will pick that one. Other
Okay.
versions of our object it will not pick.
Okay. Okay.
Only the last modified one, the recent one we have, it will always pick those.
Okay. What is the latest one? It will always pick that one.
Yes. That's why we have an option of last modified.
Okay.
But
Okay.
previous version it is not going to pick.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So is there any service like that? Because in
We are asking
have-
about might be in AWS we have that option.
yeah.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
In AWS we have that option. We don't have that particular option in Azure.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah. Right.
And understand why you're asking that question.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Thank you. Thank you.
Fine. Anyone have any more question? Yes, Akash.
Yeah, Ankit, I'm just asking you that after creating the rule, we can increase the number of days count, increase or decrease.
Sorry, can you please repeat the question again?
After creating the rules, can we manage
Edit.
number of counts?
You can edit that particular rule.
So, we have assigned the hot 90 days. After 90 days, we can it's moving to cool. So I want to change that it's moving after 80 days.
Akash, yes, you can edit your rule.
Okay, okay.
There's an option. If you open that particular rule, you can edit that particular rule.
Okay.
So you come here, go with this one, rule. Here we are getting that option. I'm changing it to 80 days. Update. Done.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so you can edit your rule.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, now we are going to discuss about another option called versioning. With the help of versioning, we can maintain the multiple copies of our same object. With the help of versioning, we can maintain multiple copies of our object. And with the help of versioning, if you delete any object by mistake, even we can recover that particular object also. And the other option is we can maintain multiple versions of our object. If I want, I can enable this versioning while creating the particular storage account, or even I can do after that also. So we have deleted this one. I'm going to create again a new one. Scroll down. Here we have option. So while creating, if I want, we need to go to data protection tab. We have an option. I can enable the versioning here also. And even I can enable this versioning after creation of my storage account also. So let me create this one. Taking some time. Go to resource. Now, I want to enable the versioning for this particular object. How can I enable after a creation of this particular one? Let's see that. So for this one, we need to scroll down. Here I'm getting data protection. Scroll down. Here I have. So I can do while uploading also, and even after that also we can do. Now, here we have an option. You want to keep all versions, or if you want to delete some specific version after that number of days. If you want, you can do that also. I'm going to keep all versions. Save. So I'll go with the container, create a container. Log. So let me create one notepad file. Upload. And let me go to the object. Here we are able to see that particular message which we have given in our file. We are able to see. I have shared this link. You all can check. We all are able to see. Now I'm going to open this file, and in this particular file, I'm giving another message called thank you. I'm again uploading the same file. That's the first time uploading the same file. But whenever we are uploading the same file, you can see here we are getting a message. System is automatically identified with the same name, with the same extension. We have one file. And if you see here, upload button is disabled. So what we need to do, we need to check this checkbox to overwrite our file. And now upload is disabled. So we are uploading a same with the same name, same file we are uploading again. So is the URL will be same or system is going to change the URL? URL is same. And if you see here with the same URL, we are able to see thank you. So we are able to see welcome also, and we are able to see thank you. Now if I click on my object, here we have versioning. First time I uploaded the file. After that, again, I have uploaded the file. Here I'm able to see the one version here. The version which I'm able to see right now, this is the older version. And here, this is older version. And here I'm able to see the latest version. Now let me do one thing. Let me upload this file again, and then we'll see how many versions we are able to see. Select the file. Check the checkbox. Upload. First of all, let me refresh this page. Now I'm going to my object. Now I'm able to see two versions. And here I'm able to see the latest version. So we are getting older version also, and we are able to see the latest versions of our file. So with the help of versioning, we can maintain multiple copies of our object. Now, if I want to go back to any of the previous version, can we go back to any of the previous version? Yes, I can go back. Right now, I'm able to see welcome, thank you, and 25th July 2022. Let's say example, I need to go back to this particular one of the previous version. So how can I go back? Select that specific version. And here we have an option to make current version. And manually we have an option. I can change the tier also. Here I'm getting it. If I want, I can change it. In lifecycle management, system is automatically taking care of that. We don't have any specific option. I need to go with the previous versions. So we have seen we don't have any specific option there. Now, if I want, I can change here also. So I go with the cancel. I'm going to click on make current version. When I click on make current version, now I'm getting 3 old version and 1 is the latest version. The system is not making that particular version as a current version. System is creating a copy of that one with the new version details. If I'm refreshing this page, so if you want to go back to any of the previous version, with the help of this one, we can go backwards. I'm selecting this particular one and object I'm going to delete. Now I have deleted this particular object. If I want to recover this particular object, can we recover? Yes, we have an option we can recover. Show deleted objects. Here I have it. So if I want, I can recover this particular object. How we can recover? Select this particular one. Go to versions. Select that latest version. And again click on make current version. I'm going to disable show deleted version. You can see here, we are able to see our file. So with the help of versioning, it is possible if we delete any of your object by mistake, it is possible we can recover that. So this is how we can recover our deleted objects also with the help of versioning. Even with the help of versioning, we can maintain different versions of our object also. And if you want to go back to any of the previous version, we can go back to previous version also. Now, any question anyone have regarding this? Please go. Yes, Suresh.
Suppose like by mistake, if we deleted some old version, those versions also can be recovered?
Yes, we have that option also. If you just go with the versioning option, if you hear version, here we have show deleted version, which is going to show that version. We have.
Okay.
Same process, you can recover it.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Srinivas.
Yeah, Ankit, this versioning support all the file types, or is there any file types excluded?
No, it's the specific file type, supports all file types.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I have shown you with not notepad, so it is easy to understand, that's why. But if you have any other file type, that support also.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone have any more questions? Okay. No questions. So with this, I'm ending this session. We have still few more things to learn about our storage account, object replication, website hosting, file share. These things we are going to continue in tomorrow's session. Even if time permits, we can go with an option called AZ copy, also storage account log. We can go with those things. Thank you all. Thank you for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.